I don't know how long this video will be because, well, let's face it, this topic has in fact been done over and over and over again. It's already been covered by so many PokeTubers. However, I've never done it, and so I'm going to do it, and I'm coming at the topic hard.
That's what she said. Or he said.
Like I stated in my update video for the rest of 2017, this month I mostly want to focus on the darker aspects of this series of games many of us enjoy in celebration of Halloween and the kickstart of the holiday season. And I figured doing a video like this is the perfect way of starting things off, to set the mood for the rest of the month. Kinda. Maybe. I don't know. This could be a complete travesty for my channel, and I'd have no choice but to slither away and hide under logs and bushes in complete embarrassment of my utter failure, never to be seen again.
No, not again.
This list will cover Pokemon from many generations and across many of the different titles in the 20+ year lifespan of the series. This isn't a top whatever list of creepiest entries, and not all weird Pokedex entries will be in this video. I'm just looking at some of the ones that I had to take a second look at and begin to question the sanity of the people who wrote that in their game for children. But with that, let's take a look at some of them now, shall we? Starting off, we go to the good old first generation with Haunter. With a name like that, it can't possibly be creepy at all, am I right? I'm not right actually. There's a Haunter that keeps following me around mocking me, and everywhere I go he's there with that creepy grin and those floaty hands being unattached from his body, and he keeps threatening to lick the life out of me, and I don't even know what that means, but I need help, guys. Seriously though, you don't want to mess with a Haunter. In yellow, his Pokedex entry reads,
"By licking, it saps the victim's life. It causes shaking that won't stop until the victim's demise."
This bit of info is expanded upon in silver by stating that its tongue is made of gas and licking will cause the victim to shake until they're dead. And in case you think they may have made him more kid-friendly in the 7th generation, no. Just no. Haunter likes to strike at humans in the dark, licking them and letting them get colder and colder until they die. Though I do find him to be a little cute.
Cute. Right.
It just crossed the cute line!
Sticking with Gen 1 for now, we'll go back to prehistoric times with Kabutops. It looks intimidating with its scythes for hands and uses them to their fullest potential as it tears into its prey and sucks the fluids out of them. And this is repeated in several other entries like it's a one-trick pony. Except this pony has Gigan hands and tears into their enemies so it can drink the blood and other various liquids within. Rated E for everyone. Zhou Too is an odd Pokemon. Have you ever thought about it? According to its Gold Pokedex entry,
they say that it stays still and quiet because it is seeing both the past and the future at the same time.
Now that may not seem so creepy, so why is it in this video? Well, think of it this way. Zhou Too can see the past and the future at the same time. None of the Pokedex entries say exactly what he's seeing. Maybe he's seeing your past and future. He knows what you've been doing and what you will do. He knows your browser history and what you'll be searching for in the future. And he says nothing. He is silently judging you as he watches you search for things you don't want anyone else to know about. But Zhou Too knows. He knows all your secrets and the secrets you will have later in life. And Zhou Too's just watching. He's always watching.
Always watching.
So you catch an Eevee and you decide to keep it in your party. You love it and it starts to trust you and grows attached to you. Then one night after an intense battle, it levels up and begins to evolve into the Moonlight Pokemon Umbreon. You better hope it will still love you and never, ever think of you as a food source. Make a wrong move, or forget to feed it for a while, it may one day consider you as prey out of starvation. And according to its entry in Moon, it will go for its prey's throat and eat it. Either it's saying it kills its prey by going after its throat, or it just rips the prey's throat out, eats it, and leaves you for dead. Always remember to feed your pets, everyone. When you get a Snorunt, you don't really think much of it. It's just a weird little cone with a strange face that evolves into an evil snowball with demon horns. Said snowball, Glalie, is bad enough according to his black and white entries that state it prevents enemies from escaping by freezing the moisture in the air, assumingly freezing its prey mid-run. Again, it's important to feed your pets. Just saying. You see, the feeling of freezing to death is slow and painful. Blood flow is restricted, your heartbeat rapidly accelerates, and you shiver to try and stay at a good body temperature. But as that fails, you have difficulty moving as you stiffen up, your brain gets less and less efficient, making figure out ways of escaping harder, and you lose consciousness as your organs shut down. Imagine all of that happening instantly as Glalie freezes everything around you. It's chilling.
I'm afraid that my condition has left me cold to your pleas of mercy.
Now take that Snorunt, make sure it's female, give her a Dusk Stone, and she'll turn into Froslass, which could be even more deadly. At least with Glalie, it may not see you as an enemy nor prey, but Frostlass, that's a different story. If you're male, that is. You see, according to Moon's entry, Frostlass is
the soul of a woman lost on a snowy mountain possessed an icicle, becoming this Pokemon. The food it most relishes is the souls of men.
So if you're a man who owns a Frostlass, may she have mercy upon you, or else you may end up as her next meal. Is anyone else reminded of their last ex-girlfriend by this? Just me? Well, this is awkward. Look at a Phantump and what do you see? Just a sad little ghost trapped in a tree stump? Well, that's actually not far from the truth. In X and Y, its entry reads that they are really dead children who got lost in a forest and their souls possess rotten tree stumps. In Sun, it states that their cries sound like eerie screams. Just why, Pokemon Company? Let's move on to the final Pokemon on this list, shall we? When we think about going to the beach, it's usually with happy thoughts. The nice sun, the ocean waves, cool sea creatures, all nice things, right? Wrong! What's one thing people like to do at the beach? Build sandcastles. And there's one Pokemon who is a mischievous soul who possessed a pile of sand, becoming Sandygast and then evolving even further into the horror known as Palosand. But how does Sandygast evolve if it doesn't have a trainer to level it up through battle? In Palosand's Sun Pokedex entry, it reads,
possessed people controlled by this Pokemon transformed its sand mound into a castle. As it evolved, its power to curse grew even stronger.
So Sandygast gains more power with the more sand built upon it, and possesses humans to shape it into Palosand, thus making it even stronger? And that brings up another question. What does Palosand do to the possessed people once it achieves its final form? We can conclude from its Moon entry that it doesn't end well for them.
Buried beneath the castle are masses of dried up bones from those whose vitality it has drained.
But that's all the weird Pokedex entries I wanted to talk about, and I'd like to know which entries you think are just a little creepy or odd. But with all that, I'm gonna head on out, so I'll see y'all later.